Hello everyone! Welcome to Guru at Estudyanteng Pinoy channel, your quick guide to math lessons and helpful computer techniques. In this video clip, I am going to teach you about relations and functions. Specifically, we will compare and contrast relation versus function. So what is a relation? A relation is any association between set of values or ordered pairs. The first set in a relation is called the domain or the input, or these are the set of x values. While the second set is called the range or the output, or these are the set of y values. So these are some examples of relations. These are relations because there is an association between set of values. So, meron tayong nakikitang association dito sa ating mga examples. In our first example, 1 is associated or is paired with C. 5 is associated or is paired with A. And 8 is associated with B. So, merong association doon sa domain natin at doon sa range. Now, in our second example, our domain is paired with its corresponding range. So we have the domain as 0 that is paired or associated with 1. 3 is associated or is paired with 22. And 90 in our domain is paired or associated with 34 in our range. Now there are different ways of representing relations, and these are the following. So first is through set of ordered pairs. So here are some examples of the set of ordered pairs. Mayroon tayong numbers na magkapares at nakapalob sila sa braces. And itong braces na ito ay ginagamit sa set notations. Now another way of representing relation is through table of values. So dito sa table of values natin, mayroon tayong values para sa x at mayroon din silang kapares sa y. So these are our examples of table of values. This is a vertical table of value and this is a horizontal table of value. So meron tayong values sa x, we have 1, 3, 5, and 7, and with their corresponding values doon sa y, we have 2, 4, 6, and 8 respectively. Now the third way of representing a relation is through a mapping diagram, or we also call it as arrow diagram. So ganito ang itsura ng mapping diagram. Pwedeng gumamit ng any shape, pero usually or kadalasan ang ginagamit ay oblong and rectangle. And again, mayroon tayong makikitang association through the arrows. So A is associated with 1 and 2 here in our example. B is associated or is paired with 3, and C is associated or paired with 4. Now the fourth way of representing relations is through graphs. So these are some examples of graphs. I believe nakakita na rin kayo ng ibang graphs aside from what are shown in our pictures. And the last way of representing relations is through a rule or an equation. This is a linear equation, this is a quadratic equation, and this is a cubic equation. So all of these are different ways of representing relations. So this time, let's take a look at the definition of a function. So what is a function? A function is a special type of relation in which every element of the domain is paired with only one element of the range. So take note of this, a function is a special type of relation. So yung function ay relation siya, okay? And it is a special type of a relation. Bakit? Dahil for every element of the domain, okay, yung x values is paired with only one element of the range. So here are some examples of functions. So you can see here in our first example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements in the domain, and each element in the domain has exactly one pair of element in the range. So makikita natin si Ami, isa lang ang pair niya, naka-pair lang siya kay Mrs. Smith. Anna has only one pair, and naka-pair din siya kay Mrs. Smith. The other one is Jocelyn, and she's paired with Mrs. Sanchez. Daphne has also one pair, and she's paired with Mrs. Sanchez. And finally, Jenny has also one pair, and she's paired with Mrs. Perry. So, ganun din dito sa ating second example. We have 1 is paired with 2, 3 is paired with 4, 5 with 6, 7, and 8. So, meron silang tig-iisang pares. For every x, meron lang siyang isang kapares doon sa y. So, that is a function, and it is a special type of a relation. So, what is the relationship between relation and function? Take note of this. All functions are relations. So, lahat ng functions ay relations dahil ang function ay special type of a relation. But not all relations are functions. So, ito ay function dahil tig-isang pares mayroon ang bawat element sa x. And ito naman ay hindi function, just a mere relation dahil si Mr. Gino ay may 3 pares sa y at si Mrs. Lopez ay may 2 pares sa y. So these are the basic things that you need to know about relations and functions.